The following is a production of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. It's time for Van Buren County Warriors Baseball, streaming online on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of your Van Buren County Warriors, Shan Moquin.
Good evening, baseball fans. On behalf of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network, once again, it's my pleasure to welcome you to another digital broadcast presentation of Van Buren County Warrior Baseball. Welcome back to the Atomo Radio broadcast booth tonight from Pekin High School near Packwood, Iowa, where we are at the baseball field for a cross-division matchup. The Warriors are on the road. They are going to be hosted by the Pekin Panthers. First pitch tonight scheduled for 7 p.m. Pekin, of course, from the North Division of the Southeast Iowa Super Conference, and Warriors, of course, from the South. Once again, tonight, as I am going to be all season long, I'm alongside my camera operator, on-site producer, the incomparable one and only Mr. A.J. Rowe. My name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play voice of Van Buren County Warrior Sports. AJ and I, along with the Atomo Radio, we're back again for the sports seasons of the 2025-26 school year, and we will consider it a privilege to be with you on the call this evening. If you're tuned in, you already know where to find us, but I just want to say a big thanks here in the pregame show to all of our viewers tonight. We will be streaming live on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports channel. This season, Van Buren County Warrior Baseball is brought to you by these proud sponsors. I'm going to keep the same format I've been using. I'm going right down the list for you, and I'll give you their in-game sponsorship as we go. It's another edition of the Van Buren County Warrior Boys Baseball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride countywide. The school district sponsors the pregame show. Postgame show tonight brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering affordable ready mix concrete to your door or job site. Check them out on Facebook for contact information. Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. All my inning recaps tonight brought to you by the Complexion Company, your full-service med spa in Batavia, providing everything from laser and aesthetic treatments, IV therapy, and much more. Follow them on Facebook to see their specials. Warrior strikeouts by the pitchers tonight. On the mound, brought to you by Slayton Polaris. Stop in and see Tim and Dean down there, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski, your Polaris Ranger and ATV headquarters. All the innings tonight, 1 through 7 if necessary. Sponsored by Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua. Now to serve you with monument sales and Irish Ridge Cremation, CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. Tonight's game time conditions, we'll get to that right before first pitch. Brought to you by the Van Buren County Hospital. Simply remarkable. Coaches and players interviews in the postgame show brought to you by Dixon's Mattress Outlet in Bloomfield. Call Darren today for a great deal on a new mattress, and don't forget he now sells area rugs too. Player of the game tonight in the postgame show brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs. Proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. Any pitching changes tonight brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. Warrior home runs this evening brought to you by Smithburg Automotive with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you. My game recap in the postgame show: Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at Roto-Rooter, servicing Ottumwa and the surrounding areas. And finally, first pitch of tonight's ballgame. That'll be sponsored by First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrill, Eddyville, and Keosauqua, your employee-owned community bank rooted in the heartland. Visit firstiowa.bank, member FDIC. If you're a consumer in the area and need some local business, please make sure that you give these sponsors first chance. They're a huge part of why these broadcasts can be viewed by you tonight on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports channel. All right, this is the Warrior Baseball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride countywide. We'll start this pregame show with a 3-minute break. You can start to hear from some of our wonderful sponsors when we come back. We'll take a closer look and dive deeper into the matchup tonight by taking a look at both teams, the coaching staff, records on the year, conference standings, wins and losses for each team, leading players for each team, how the series has looked over the past few years, other action around the conference tonight, all that and more still to come for you in the Warrior Baseball pre-game show. We're working our way towards First pitch, national anthem, or I should say starting lineups, national anthem, and first pitch. Boys, high school varsity baseball action for you tonight. A cross-divisional matchup in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference. The Van Buren County Warriors in town to take on the Pekin Panthers. Back with you to continue the pregame show after this 3-minute break. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group, a YouTube sports channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we'll transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we are back here inside the Atomo Radio broadcast booth, but I guess they are going to play the national anthem right now, so we're going to jump right back to a 2-minute break. We'll come back and continue the pregame show after the national anthem. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube sports channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, back with you once again inside the Atomo Radio broadcast booth tonight from the baseball field at Pekin High School near Packwood, Iowa. National anthem a little bit early there because the softball game must be getting ready to start over there a little bit farther ahead in their pregame than we are, and the field's right next to each other, so they just do one national anthem. So we're back and going to continue the Warrior Baseball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride county-wide. Let's continue the pregame show by starting to take a closer look at both teams. In tonight's matchup, we'll start with the home team, the Pekin Panthers. Head coach is Aaron Deutsch. No JV coach listed on Varsity Bound. Next action for Pekin is tomorrow, Friday, June 5th, at Wapello, 7 p.m., first pitch there for varsity. They are the Pekin Panthers in boys high school varsity baseball, and overall record into tonight's action. They're 4-1 on the year, 3-0 at home, 1-1 on the road, have yet to play a neutral site game. Pekin competes just like the Warriors in Class 1A, but in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference North Division. Conference record for Pekin in the North is 3-0. In the last 5, they are 4-1. Pekin's 4 wins this year have come over Lone Tree, Winfield, Mount Union, New London, and Louisa Muscatine. Their lone loss came at the hands of Moravia. Keep that in mind. Last time out for Pekin was Tuesday, June 2nd, a 16-3 win right here at home over Louisa Muscatine Falcons. Let's take a look at some leading players for Pekin on the season. Batting average, Cole Milliken, limited at bats, but he's batting 1,000. Nolan Glick at 643. Henry Adam, 533. Hits leaders for Pekin. Nolan Glick has 9. Cal Miller, Henry Adam, and Elijah Brock all have 8 hits apiece. RBI leaders for the Panthers. Henry Adam with 12. He had a grand slam and a 3-run homer in their last game. For 7 of those 12 RBIs, Cal Miller has 8. Xandrick Allison, Elijah Brock, Nolan, and Elijah Brock, they have 7 RBIs. Runs scored, Glick leads them with 12. He also leads them in steals with 8. ERA leaders for Pekin, Henry Adams, 0.00 in 6 innings pitched. Nolan Glick, 1.62 in 8 2/3 innings pitched. Strikeout leaders for Pekin, Glick and Elijah Brock each have 12, while Elijah Brock has 2 wins on the mound to lead the Panthers in that category. Pekin averaging 12.2 runs a game. They're giving up 4.2. Team batting average is at 402. The on-base percentage, 530. Team slugging is 568. The team fielding is 944. And the team ERA, 2.66 OPS. It's on-base plus slugging, 1.098. That's pretty high. And the whip, the walks plus hits per innings pitched, is at 1.48. In this series, Pekin leads at 10-5, going all the way back to 2009. Last year, the Warriors got a 14-3 win back at Van Buren County in Keosauqua at the Ferguson, and Pekin got a 12-1 win. That was at Moravia in the first tournament game for each team. I think we got time to take another 3-minute break here in the pregame show. Pekin doing their warm-ups. The Warriors still to take infield, so we'll take a 3-minute break. Here's some more from some of our wonderful sponsors, and when we come back, we'll break down the Warriors, get into the starting lineups. And first pitch, we're working our way towards that from Pekin High School tonight, the baseball field near Packwood, Iowa. The Warriors in town for a cross-divisional matchup to take on the Pekin Panthers. We'll continue the pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District after this 3-minute break. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we'll transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We'll gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Summer travel season is here. Are you ready? With Pilot Grove Savings Bank's digital banking tools, you can manage your money anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, and stay connected. Whether you're at home or on the road, stop into any of our 17 locations or give your nearest branch a call and travel with confidence this summer. Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Banking made easy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, back with you once again from Pekin High School baseball field near Packwood, Iowa this evening. We're in the pregame show, Warrior Baseball, brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District. Superintendent Jeremy Hisson and his staff, they've got one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride, county-wide. Warriors in town be hosted by the Pekin Panthers tonight in a cross-divisional matchup in the Super Conference. Let's continue the pregame show by taking a closer look at the Warriors into tonight's matchup. The head coach is Ron Walker, assisted by Dan Smith and Spencer Elliott. Next action for us, weather permitting, tomorrow, Friday, June 5th. Back at home, the Ferguson Sports Complex in Keosauqua for Burlington Notre Dame, 7 p.m. scheduled first pitch there. They are the Van Buren County Warriors, boys high school varsity baseball. Overall record into tonight, 2-4 on the year, 1-1 at home, 0-3 on the road, 1-0 neutral site games. The Warriors compete in Class 1A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference record for the Warriors right now is at 0-3. In the last 5, they are 1-4. The 2 wins this year have come over Keokuk and Moravia. Moravia, the team that defeated Pekin. Warrior losses have come to Central Lee, Mediapolis, West Burlington, and Davis County. At the Davis County tournament, that was the last time out for the Warriors on Saturday, May 30th. Game 2 of that day, they defeated Moravia by a score of 16-6. Let's take a look at some team leaders for Van Buren County on the season so far. Batting average, Reed Kite, 545. Nolan Harriman, limited at-bats, 500. Keegan Young at 300. Hits leaders, Reed Kite leads them there with 6. Keegan Young Kinnick Millard, Creek Kite all have 3 hits on the year. RBI leaders, Reed Kite with 4, Kinnick Millard and Creek Kite and Jackson Meek as well all have 3 RBIs. Runs scored, Reed Kite leads them there with 7. Steals, that's Caden Simmons with 3. ERA leaders for the Warriors, Marion Yoder, 0.00 in just 2 innings pitched. Eli McKinney, 4.67 in 3 innings pitched. Tonight's pitcher for the Warriors, Kinnick Millard, 3.00 ERA in 7 innings pitched. Strikeout leaders for Van Buren County, Kinnick Millard with 7. Kinnick Millard with 11, Hunter Stevens has 7. Millard and Stevens, the pitchers with wins so far on the year for the Warriors, who are averaging 5.2 runs a game. They give up 9.2. Team batting average is .240. The on-base percentage, .428. The slugging, .298. No fielding percentage listed. The team ERA for Van Buren County, 7.64. The OPS, 726. And the WHIP, walks plus hits per innings pitched, 2.67. All right, let's take a look at the conference standings in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference. Let's start in the North Division. Hillcrest Academy 3-0, 2-0. Pekin's 4-1, 3-0. Winfield Mount Union / Columbus 4-5, 2-1. Highland is 3-3, 1-0 after they were off to a 3-0 start. Faltered a little bit lately has Highland. Louisa Muscatine 3-5, 1-2. Wapello 1-5, 1-2, and Lone Tree 0-6, 0-3. It's the overall record, followed by the conference record in the North Division of the Super Conference. In the South Division, where the Warriors call home, Central Lee on top 5-1, 2-0. Mediapolis 5-2, 4-0. West Burlington 3-3, 2-1. Burlington Notre Dame 2-4, 2-2. Van Buren County 2-4, 0-3. Danville's 0-4, 0-3, and New London is 0-6, 0-2. Once again, the overall record followed by the conference record in the South Division of the Southeast Iowa Super Conference. Let's take a look at other action around the area and in the Super Conference tonight. Let's start in the North Division. The Warriors here to take on Pekin. Highland is at Lone Tree. Wapello at Louisa Muscatine. In the South Division, like I said, Warriors right here to take on Pekin. Central Lee is at Mediapolis. Interested in that one. That should be a good one. Danville is at West Burlington. They're going to play that one at Southeastern Community College. Burlington Notre Dame is at New London. Other area teams in action. Fort Madison is at Fairfield. Cardinal is Idle, and Davis County is at Sigourney. So that's a look at breakdown of both teams here in the Warrior Baseball pregame show, brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District. I suppose we can squeeze the starting lineups in here while we got a minute. Warriors currently taking infield. AJ will put the graphic up there for us. Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. Let's start with the visitors tonight, the Van Buren County Warriors. Leading off is number 13, Creek Kite. He's a sophomore playing third base. Batting second is number 11, Eli McKinney, a senior in center field. Batting third is number 3, Reed Kite, a freshman at shortstop. The cleanup man is number 2, Kinnick Millard, the junior on the mound. Batting fifth is number 17, Caden Simmons, a senior, doing the catching. Batting sixth is number 10, Colton Kirkhart, a senior at first base. Batting seventh, number 1, Keegan Young, the second baseman. He's a senior. Batting eighth is number 7, Parker Boley, a sophomore in left field. And finally, batting ninth is number 14, Jackson Meek, a junior in right field. Once again, for the Warriors, it's Creek Kite, McKinney, Reed Kite, Millard, Simmons, Kirkhart, Young, Boley, and Meek. Millard on the mound. All right, let's take a look at the home team tonight, the lineup for the Pekin Panthers. Leading off is number 18, Nolan Glick, a senior at shortstop. Batting second is number 21, is Andrick Allison, a junior, doing the catching. Batting third is number 8, Henry Adam, a junior on the mound. The cleanup man is 00, Cal Miller, a senior at first base. Batting fifth is number 10, Elijah Brock, Jr. at third base. Batting sixth is number 13, Hudson Deutsch, a junior in right field. Batting seventh is number 12, Carson Comstock, a senior at second base. Batting eighth, number 28, Elias Brock, freshman center fielder. And batting ninth is number 2, Riley Smith, a senior in left field. Once again, for Pekin, it's Glick, Allison, Adam, Miller, Elijah Brock, Deutsch, Comstock, Elias Brock, and Smith, and number 8, Henry Adam, is on the mound for the Panthers. And those are your starting lineups tonight, brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowds. Warriors still taking infield. The coaches yet to meet and exchange lineup cards. I think we got time, AJ, for another 3-minute break here. A national anthem has already been done. Softball game sounds like it's underway next door. So we're getting closer to first pitch here from Pekin High School near Packwood, Iowa. Boys High School varsity baseball action for you tonight. The Van Buren County Warriors are in town to take on the Pekin Panthers. We'll be back with you after this 3-minute break. Real close to first pitch time. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets, and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowds Lumber and Home Center in Dowds, and we'll transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowds Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we are back with you from the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth here at Pekin High School near Packwood, Iowa. Getting close to first pitch. Boys High School varsity baseball action for you tonight. The Van Buren County Warriors in town to take on the Pekin Panthers. This is the I'll say complete. This is going to complete the Warrior Baseball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District. They have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride countywide. Run through those sponsors for you quickly here. Crane Concrete Ready Mix. Tonight's postgame show. Dowds Lumber and Home Center had the starting lineups. Complexion Company. All the inning recaps. Warriors strikeouts by the pitchers. Slayton Polaris. 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. All the innings tonight. 1 through 7 if necessary. Cranston Family Funeral Home. Game time conditions, we'll get to those in just a minute. Van Buren County Hospital, simply remarkable. Coaches and players interviews, Dixon's Mattress Outlet in Bloomfield have those in the post-game show. Pilot Grove Savings Bank sponsoring tonight's Warrior Player of the Game. Any pitching changes, Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's. Any home runs hit by the Warrior batters, Smithburg Automotive with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you. The game recap in the post-game show, Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive. Tonight's first pitch brought to you by First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua, your employee-owned community bank rooted in the heartland. Visit firstiowa.bank, member FDIC. All right, let's take a closer look here at tonight's pitching matchup. On the mound for Pekin, it's number 8, Henry Adam, is a junior. He's pitched in one game, started it with an 0-1 record. That was the loss to Moravia without a save. 6 innings pitched, 74 total pitches, 21 official at-bats against him, a 143 average, giving up 3 hits, 1 run. It was not earned. Hasn't walked anybody or hit a batter. 9 strikeouts, a 0.00 ERA, and he had a dislocated finger that I heard about in that game against Moravia, but he's back and playing again. He had a grand slam and a 3-run homer against Louisa Muscatine. He's definitely a dangerous hitter to have in your lineup that the Warriors will have to deal with tonight, and he's back in there for Pekin. All right, let's take a look at the pitcher for the Warriors tonight. It's Kinnick Millard on the mound. Kinnick is number 2, a junior. He's pitched in 2 games, started them both. He's got a 1-1 record. He got the win against Keokuk, took the loss to West Burlington. Does not have a save. 7 innings pitched, 138 total pitches, 31 official at-bats against Millard with a 129 average. Given up 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 7 walks, a hit batter, 11 strikeouts, and a 3.00 ERA for Kinnick Millard. That's a look at tonight's pitching matchup. Starting lineups right now being introduced for Van Buren County. Run through them for you one more time. For the Warriors, AJ will throw up the graphic once again. It's Creekite, McKinney, Reedkite, Millard, Simmons, Kirkhart, Young, Boley, and Meek. Those are your 9 in the lineup for the Van Buren County Warriors. And they've now switched over to announce the Pekin starting lineup to their home crowd here. And as soon as Mr. Michael Comstock over there, my coworker with the Tumma Radio, he'll be on the air on the Pekin Tumma Radio YouTube stream tonight. He's doing the announcing up there on the PA. As soon as he gets done, I will run through the Pekin lineup for you again. And then maybe we'll take a 60-second break and come back with first pitch. Pekin will take a little bit of infield as the Warriors get their batting helmets on and get the bats in hand and get ready. All right, the Pekin lineup is Glick, Allison, Adam, Miller, Elijah Brock, Deutsch, Comstock, Elias Brock, and Smith. That's the order for tonight's home team, the Pekin Panthers. Henry Adam on the mound, the lefty. All right, let's take one more 60-second break. We'll come back with first pitch. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Tumma Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
When you're rolling through the beautiful hills of Van Buren County, make a stop in Dowd's at Dowd's Quick Stop. Open every day. This month, try our pizza flavor of the month, Buffalo Chicken. Grab a large 1-topping pizza and 8 wings for just $19. Or try the cheeseburger meal deal. Burger, fries, and a 32-ounce drink for only $11. And don't miss the open-air cooler loaded with wraps, salads, pickle wraps, deviled eggs, and dessert. Dowd's Quick Stop. Good food, great people, right in the heart of scenic Van Buren County.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Tumma Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we're back with you here at the Tumma Radio broadcast booth, getting set for first pitch. Van Buren County Warriors in town to take on the Pekin Panthers tonight from Pekin High School here in Packwood, Iowa. Let's get the game time conditions for you, brought to you by the Van Buren County Hospital. Simply remarkable. It's 85 degrees and fair, I'll call it, mostly cloudy. Also, I guess you could say 44% humidity, winds south, 12 miles per hour. In the JV game, it was 12-9 Pekin in 3.5 innings. Alrighty, here we go. Creekite, Eli McKinney, and Reedkite, the 3 due up to face Henry Adam. The southpaw for Pekin. Creekite getting ready to step in there. Umpire gives the go-ahead, and Adam into the windup, and here we go. First pitch is a called strike one to Cree Kite. Underway tonight at 7:07 p.m. Adam ready again. That pitch is swung on and popped up on the infield. The first baseman right near the bag is going to make the catch. That's Cal Miller over there. And on 2 pitches, Cree Kite the first out of the inning on the pop out to the first baseman, Miller. Here's Eli McKinney now, number 11, senior center fielder, batting in the second spot. Cree Kite was at 273 coming into tonight. McKinney 182. Adams' first pitch to him is a called strike to McKinney, 0-1. Cree Kite was 1 for 4 with a double, hit by a pitch, a fielder's choice, an RBI, reached on an unsecured third strikeout, 3 runs scored against Moravia. McKinney 2 for 2, 2 singles, 2 RBIs, a hit by a pitch, a sacrifice, and 2 runs scored. Lots of stuff in the scoring column for the Warriors against Moravia as they scored 16 runs. Adam is ready. Here's the second pitch to McKinney, a swing and a miss from lefty to lefty. 0-2 to Eli. Reed Kite in the on-deck circle for the Warriors. Pekin defense in the outfield, left to right, Smith, Elias Brock, and Deutsch. McKinney chops that one foul right into the Warrior dugout, or right next to it. We'll do it again from 0-2. In the infield, third to first, Elijah Brock, Glick, Comstock, and Miller. Adam on the mound, Allison behind the plate for the Panthers. Adam has the one he wants, and here he comes to McKinney. Tapped down the first base line. Oh, they run into each other. It goes foul. Was it touch? What's going to be the call on this one? I'm going to award McKinney first. He was right in the baseline. Same thing that Isaiah Meek did last year. They called him for interference, but they're going to let McKinney stay in first with an infield single. I guess it was touched in fair territory, then went into foul territory, so give McKinney a infield single. He's on first with 1 out. First hit given up by Adam, first for the Warriors. In there now is number 3 in the 3 spot, Reed Kite. Freshman, shortstop in there from the right side. I'll check him at first. He's safe. Reed Kite 545 on the year. He was 2 for 2 with 2 singles and RBI, 2 walks, 3 runs scored against Moravia. Here comes Adam to him. Fouled off down the first base line. 0-1 to Reed Kite. Yeah, McKinney out of the left-hander's batter's box. That chopper, and Henry Adam off the mound to try to field it, and they smashed right into each other. Both fell down. They're going to say the ball must have been touched in fair territory. It went into foul territory, and they give McKinney first. As no interference, no obstruction. They check him at first again. But they just let the play go. And that's where we stand. 1 on, 1 out for the Warriors. 0-1 to Reed Kite. Adams' delivery. Grounded. Foul. Oh, fair. They're going to throw down to second. They're going to say that was a fair ball. So they had to make the tag play at second. So Reed Kite is the second out of the inning, 3 unassisted. First out on the double play. Then McKinney, they throw it down to second. So his out is the third out of the inning, and that goes 3-4 on the scoring for the second out of that double play. So they faced the minimum. Nothing across for the Warriors on a hit. There were no errors and nobody left on base. 8 pitches for Adam to get the Panthers through the first inning. We're scoreless after a half an inning of play. When we return from this 60-second break, the Panthers will come to the plate for the first time. It'll be Glick, Allison, and Adam for Pekin. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, just to finish up that top of the first, it'll be Millard, Simmons, and Kirkhart, 3-2 up for the Warriors when they come to the plate. In the top of the second, no score after a half an inning. Pekin to the plate for the first time. Tonight, it's going to be Nolan Glick, Xandrick Allison, and Henry Adam, the 3-2 up for the Panthers. Warrior defense left to right is Boley, McKinney, and Meek. In the infield, Creekite, Reedkite, Young, and Kirkhart third to first. Simmons behind the plate. Millard's on the mound. He is ready. Glick is in there. Here comes Kinnick to him. Pitch fouled off right side, going to get out of play. 0-1 to Glick. Nolan Glick, the shortstop, dangerous hitter, 6.43 average for him into play tonight. Kinnick working out of the windup. Has his pitch from Simmons, and it's a curveball a little bit outside. Count even at 1-1 to Glick. Nolan Glick, a right-handed batter. Millard, a righty hurler. That pitch low and outside. 2-1. Glick ahead now. We're scoreless after a half an inning. Glick, the leadoff man for Pekin. All the innings tonight brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home. Here comes Millard. Swing and a miss by Glick from Millard. Count even at 2-2. Kinnick looking for a strikeout to get things started for the Warrior defense. On deck circle, Xandrick Allison. Millard to Glick. Called, strike 3. Looked a little bit low outside, but the home plate umpire says that's a strike. So Glick caught looking. First out of the inning. First strikeout recorded by Millard. Up next for Pekin, second spot in the order, number 21, Xandrick Allison, junior catcher. He's at 308 coming into tonight. He'll be in there from the left side. Base is empty, 1 out. Millard, first offering. Is a ball, 1-0 to Allison. First pitch tonight, First Iowa State Bank had that sponsorship. Millard's 1-0. Swing and a miss on a high heater to Allison. Count even at 1-1. Millard ready again. He'll kick the leg and deliver. That one too far outside. 2-1 now to Allison. Pekin a game away from the state tournament last year, and they returned quite a few players. Lost to Hillcrest in the sub-state final. That pitch drilled to the right center field gap. McKinney is over. He's there, and he'll make a fine running catch. Got good contact on it, did Allison, but McKinney there to cover it. Second out of the inning on the fly to Eli in right center. So Millard has 2 outs on 9 pitches. In there now in the 3 spot is the dangerous Henry Adam, number 8, the junior, on the mound tonight. Like I said, a grand slam and a 3-run homer in his last game against Louisa Muscatine. He's in there from the right side batting 533 on the year. Kinnick starts him with a breaking ball too low. 1-0 to Adam. 533 for Adam on the season. Millard the windup and the pitch. A little high and in. 2-0 to Henry Adam. Kinnick a long look in at Simmons. He's ready. That one low and outside skipped all the way underneath Caden's glove to the backstop. Be careful here on a 3-0. Might be better off just putting him on. 00 Cal Miller retrieving that pass ball. There's a strike that's in the zone. Millard gets back in the at-bat. 3-1 now to Adam. Base is empty, 2 out. Bottom of the first, scoreless from Pekin High School, Packwood, Iowa. The 3-1. High and outside. Adam draws a walk, and I don't think that's really bad for the Warriors at all. A 2-out base runner. Better than having him deposit one over the fence. It's the first walk issued by Millard. So 1 on with 2 out for the cleanup man, 00 Cal Miller, senior first baseman. 500 for him. Not an easy out either, but I know Henry Adams been on fire at the plate. So Millard will check him at first, and he's back. Is Adam over there. Lights on here at the baseball field at Pekin High School. Sun still up above those light poles from where we're sitting. Hazy night, kind of peeking through the clouds a little bit. Millard, the pitch. Check swing. Is that a ball or a strike? He raised his right hand, but didn't. I'm not sure. They didn't put it up on the scoreboard. It's a strike. Okay. 0-1 to Miller. That was a strange strike call. They'll check him at first again. Kirkhart dropped it, but it stays right underneath him, so Adam will stay put. It was a check swing. The umpire raised his right hand, but kept it tucked in close to his body. He didn't extend it there. But I believe, Good, how are you? They changed it to a ball. Okay, so it's 1-0. Adam bluffed. Millard steps off. They throw to first, and he scampers back. So apparently he decided it wasn't a check, or he held up on the check swing. 1-0 to Miller. Millard will step off, but Adam dives back in. That pitch, throw down to first, blocked by Kirkhart, is a ball. 2-0 the count to Miller. So it's 2-0 to the cleanup man, Cal Miller. Adam with the lead. That pitch swung on and flied towards right center. McKinney, a long run in. Oh, the right fielder coming in, and he'll make the play. That is Jackson Meek out there with a nice catch as Miller flies to right for the third out of the inning. It'll be 5, 6, and 7. Elijah Brock, Deutsch, and Comstock due up for Pekin when they bat in the bottom of the second. So no runs for Pekin, no hits. There were no errors. They leave one on base. The walk to Adam. 18 pitches for Millard to get through the first inning. So we're scoreless after 1 inning of play. Warriors coming to the plate when we come back from this 60-second break. Millard, Simmons, Kirkhart, due up. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
Alrighty, back with you. Henry Adam ready to go. Millard in there. First pitch to Kinnick is a called strike 1. 0-1 to Millard. He's a cleanup man number 2, junior on the mound. Millard on the season, 214. See what he did against. Pitch is a called strike. Quickly 0-2 to Kinnick. Millard against Moravia, 1 for 2, a double, 2 RBIs, 2 walks, 2 runs scored. Adam, the windup and pitch. A little high, apparently. Kinnick took a close pitch, 1-2 now to the Warrior hurler tonight. 1-2, bounced in there all the way to the backstop, past the catcher. Count even now, 2-2. Simmons in the on-deck circle for the Warriors. Adam is ready, and the 2-2. Breaking ball low and in. Full now. Kinnick has fought his way back, being down 0-2. Now it's 3-2 to him. Adam ready. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss on a fastball. That would have been a called strike 3. So a swinging strikeout of Miller is the first out of the inning. First strikeout recorded by Henry Adam. 1 out, nobody on for the number 5 spot in the order. Caden Simmons, the senior catcher, wears number 17. Simmons against Moravia, 1 for 3. A single, a walk, 2 runs scored. I got an update from the softball game. It was 5-0 Warriors in the bottom of the first. Simmons took a ball. 1-0 to Caden. Caden in there, 200 average. Entering play tonight. Adam is ready. That one is ball 2. It's 1-1. I don't know. Can't keep it straight. That's a called strike. It's 1-2. I swear. What did we miss? It's 1-2 the count to Simmons. Here comes Adam to him. Swing and a miss, a foul tip. Catcher couldn't hang on. We'll do it again from 1-2. Umpiring the scoreboard, not wanting to match what I'm seeing. But it's 1-2 to Simmons. The lefty Adam is ready. Here he comes. Bounce that one in there. Simmons looked at ball 2. Now it's 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Kirkhart in the on-deck circle for the Warriors. Henry Adam to Caden Simmons. Swing and a miss. Catcher hangs on to that one. Simmons, second strikeout victim of the inning by Adam. Both of them of the swinging variety. 2 outs, nobody on now. 7-0 Warriors up in the softball game happening next door. Pitch to Kirkhart, swung through for strike 1. 0-1 to Colton. He's in the 6th spot tonight, number 10, senior first baseman. Kirkhart against Moravia, 1 for 3, a single, a run batted in, a sacrifice, and a run scored. He takes called strike 2. Adam finding his groove here now as he's struck out the first 2 batters of the inning swinging. He's got Kirkhart down 0-2. He's ready. The 0-2 is a swinging strike 3. So Adam strikes out the side, all swinging. It'll be 7-8-9 Young, Boley, Meek for the Warriors when they bat in the top of the 3rd. Warriors are retired in order on 15 pitches for Adam in the top of the 2nd. He's up to a game total of 23. Pekin will be coming to the plate when we come back in the bottom of the 2nd from this 60-second break. They'll have 5, 6, and 7. Elijah Brock, Deutsch, and Comstock when we come back. You tuned in to Warrior Baseball. We're scoreless after an inning and a half from Pekin High School, right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we'll transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you, the Atomo Radio broadcast booth. Bottom of the 2nd we go. 5 spot in the order, number 10, Elijah Brock Jr., 3rd baseman. 471 on the season. Millard's first pitch to him, bounced it in there for ball 1. 1-0 to Brock. Millard, 18 pitches to get through the first inning. Elijah Brock in there from the right side. Millard is ready out of the windup. Here he comes. Fouled off into one of the foul poles, right side, right off the corner of the Warrior dugout. 1-1. The count to number 10, Elijah Brock. Brock asking for time. Now he's set. And the 1-1. Millard held on to that one too long and bounced it in there. 2-1 to count to Brock now. Hudson Deutsch in the on-deck circle for Pekin. Scoreless as we play here, bottom of the second. Millard, the delivery called strike. That time the umpire right on the strike call immediately. It's 2-2. Millard with 1 strikeout in that first inning, brought to you by Slayton Polaris. He's got Brock at 2-2 right now. There's 2 Brocks in the lineup. Elijah, this is, and Elias Brock bats in the number 8 spot. Here comes Millard. Oh, breaking ball, held onto it too long. Good stop by Simmons on a really low outside one hopper into him. It's full now. 3-2. Millard not wanting to lose him here. So many times, getting the first man on is a rally starter for the other team. Here's the payoff. Fly ball right side out of play. We'll do it again from 3-2. Pekin, black pants, gray tops with black pinstripes, black numbers, letters, Warriors, road whites, I guess, tonight. Orange Warriors across the chest, some black shoulders. The 3-2. Fouled up and over us to the right. Out of play. It remains 3-2. Elijah Brock taking his time getting back in the box, asking for time again to get set. And now he's ready. Millard was ready to go. Here comes the next 3-2. A little high, and Elijah Brock draws a leadoff walk. So a runner on first with nobody out. Second walk issued by Millard. Here's number 13, Hudson Deutsch, junior right fielder in the 6th spot. 286 for Hudson on the year. Elijah Brock down at first. Probably a threat to steal. Millard will be working out of the stretch. Here's a pitch. Line to third. Past Creekite out into left field. Brock will go to second and stop there. Deutsch on the first pitch has a single. 2 on, nobody out now for Pekin. First hit of the inning. First hit given up by Millard. So first and second, nobody out for number 12, Carson Comstock. Senior second baseman, bats 7th in the order, 267 for Comstock into play tonight. So Pekin, the first real trouble for the Warrior defense here right now. Millard coming to Comstock. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, and bobbled by Reed Kite, and going to allow everybody to move up 90 feet. Should have had somebody out on that one, either a shuffle to the second baseman or a throw to first. So Comstock going to reach on the E6. Move Elijah Brock to third, Hudson Deutsch to second. First error of the night. As Reed Kite tried to get that one on the forehand behind the bag. Should have had somebody out, but he fumbled it. Here's number 28, Elias Brock, freshman center fielder. No average from him on the year. They're loaded with nobody out. Millard to Elias Brock, ball 1. 1-0 the count to Elias Brock. Must be Elijah Brock's younger brother, I'm guessing. Millard out of the stretch with the bases loaded. That one's through the zone, a called strike. 1-1 now. Be nice to get a hard grounder on the infield. You could come home, go to first, get a double play, and not allow a run to score. The Warriors will turn 2 up the middle if they can. Corners are in a little bit, middle back. I went too far outside on a fastball from Millard to Elias Brock, 2-1. No place to put him. Got to come in there if you're Kinnick. Fourteenth pitch of the inning on the way. Swing and a miss. Count even at 2-2 now. You'll take a strikeout. That would be a big first out of the inning. Then you could turn two and get out of this mess without allowing a run, but you got to get a strikeout here. Like I said, the Warrior defense would take a double play as well, home to first, or outs all over the place. Oh, swing and a miss. Millard does record the strikeout of Elias Brock swinging. So there's a big out number one in the inning. Second K recorded by Kinnick. Strikeouts tonight by the Warrior pitchers, brought to you by Slayton Polaris. So away out of this now. Facing the number 9 man in the order, number 2, Riley Smith, senior left fielder, 333 for Smith on the year. They're loaded with one out. 16th pitch of the inning coming up here for Kinnick. It's on the way. Foul tip off the umpire's mask right to the backstop in front of us. 0-1. Top of the order on deck, Glick for Pekin. Millard has a short word with Keegan Young at second there. Kirkhart in on it too a little bit. Kinnick drops the ball. Was he on the rubber? Batter was out of the box. Is that a balk? No. Here's a pitch. A little low outside. Count even at 1-1. Simmons asks for time. A quick trot out to have a chat with Kinnick here. The batter, Riley Smith, down to talk to his head coach, Aaron Deutsch, at third base. Now, Caden Simmons trots back to the catcher spot. Riley Smith back in there. Bases loaded. One out. Elijah Brock at third. Hudson Deutsch at second. Comstock at first. Millard the pitch. A called strike on a fastball to Smith. 1-2. Another strikeout here wouldn't be bad at all for the Warriors. And they could get an out anyways. They can get the second out here. Riley Smith. I hope Kinnick goes right after him. 9th man in the order. Here's a 1-2. Called. Strike 3. So 2 strikeouts back-to-back in a row. One swinging, one looking. Smith, second out of the inning. Third strikeout of the night for Millard, brought to you by Slayton Polaris. All right. Well, lots of places to get it out here for the Warrior defense. Lineup turns over to the leadoff man, number 18, Nolan Glick. Senior shortstop, 0 for 1. He got caught looking. Glick, 643. High average. Be careful. Millard's first pitch to him. Breaking ball. Oh, he had to duck out of the way of that. Good stop by Simmons. And it's 1-0 to Glick. No place to put him. Millard will throw to... Oh, they had him picked off, and he threw it over the third baseman, Cree Kite, down the left field line, allowing the first run of the game to score. Brock will score it on the E. That's a bad throw by Kinnick, E1. Deutsch to third, Comstock to second. Second error of the inning. So here in the bottom of the second, Millard throwing error. Scores 1 to make it 1-0 Pekin. So now they're at second and third with 2 outs. Count is still 1-0, as that was not a pitch. Kinnick tried to throw it to Cree Kite off the bag at third, and he wasn't really covering, fouled off on that pitch to the backstop. 1-1 to Glick. He wasn't really covering third, and I think Kinnick realized he had to throw it, and just kind of lobbed it over Cree Kite over there at third base down the left field line, allowing Elijah Brock to come around and score the first run of the game. Here's a pitch to Glick, breaking ball low and outside. I don't know if he was just surprised, Millard was, that Kite wasn't maybe closer to the bag or what kind of play they had on, but 2-1 to count to Glick. A couple of RBI opportunities out there for him. Millard, that one chopped. High bounce for Reed Kite up the middle. Reed has it. He'll throw to first. And Glick going to beat it as he's got good speed. Not really an error, but Glick beats out an infield hit and an RBI. Hudson Deutsch scores. Carson Comstock to third. Second hit of the inning. Second hit given up by Millard. So the Glick infield single scores one to make it 2-0. Pekin here in the bottom of the second with 2 outs. Runners at first and third. In there is number 21, Xandrick Allison Jr. I'll check him at first. He's back safely. Junior catcher Xandrick Allison, as AJ told me, used to go to Fairfield. Now he's at Pekin. First year here. He's 0 for 1 on the day. A fly out to center. In there from the left side, Allison on the year, 308. Pitch from Millard. High and outside, there goes Glick. They will not throw through. 1-0 to Allison. Send Glick down to second with a stolen base. Second and third now with 2 out for Pekin here. They lead it 2-0, bottom of 2. Glick was on that 4x4 second place. That one fouled up and out of play. 1-1. He was the anchor man on that 4x400 team that came in second to Van Buren County. Glick had the lead. Bainbridge caught him on the his final lap. But Glick has good speed. He's able to beat that infield hit out with an RBI. Millard the pitch. Fouled up and out of play. Right behind the crowd. Again, 1-2 now to Allison. Millard, that was the 26th pitch of the inning. 27 will be coming up. He's a strike away from getting out of it now. Pekin has tallied twice. Allison steps out. And Comstock at third. Glick at second. Millard to 1-2. Ball 2. 2-2 now to Allison. Pekin has a tough lineup. They'll put pressure on you all through it. They've tallied twice on a couple of hits, 2 errors by the Warriors here to not help out. Popped up on that pitch. Will it stay? It's in foul territory. Simmons over there to reach out, make a nice play. That's really Creek Kite's ball. Simmons had the tougher angle, but boy, Caden able to make a nice catch, and Allison pops out in foul territory to the catcher Simmons. Third out of the inning. It'll be Henry Adam, Cal Miller, Elijah Brock when Pekin bats in the bottom of the third. That's 3, 4, 5 in the order. So Pekin scores twice on a couple of hits, 2 errors, and they leave 2 on base. 28 pitches from Miller to get the Warriors through the second. He's up to a game total of 46. It's 2-0 Pekin after 2 complete innings. Warriors coming to the plate in the top of the third. When we come back, it'll be 7-8-9, Young, Boley, and Meek. After this 60-second break, you're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Antemmo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Antemmo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you. Start the top of the third. Henry Adam, 23 pitches. The first one is his 24th for a called strike to Warrior second baseman Keegan Young. Wears number 1 in the 7th spot in the order. He's a senior. Young, 300 average coming into tonight. Fouled off right side, not a play. Quickly 0-2 to Young. Pekin leads at 2-0 as we play. Top of the third. Young against Moravia, 2 for 2. 2 singles, an RBI, 2 walks, 3 runs scored. Warriors had a good offensive output against Moravia, winning at 16-6. Henry Adam coming to him on an 0-2. Chop towards the Warrior dugout, foul. We'll do it again from 0-2. That was really a nice play there by Simmons. That's a tough angle running down towards the Pekin dugout in foul territory at an angle to reach out and catch that one. 0-2 swung over the top of by Young. Strikeout victim. Out number 1 in the inning. That's the 4th strikeout by Henry Adam, the lefty. In there now in the 8th spot is number 7, Parker Boley, sophomore left fielder. 182 for Boley on the season. He was 1 for 3, a single, 2 RBIs, reached on a fielder's choice against Moravia. He's in there from the right side. Jackson Meek on deck. Henry Adams' first pitch to him, swing and a miss. 0-1 to Parker now. Base is empty, 1 out for the Warriors. They trail at 2-0 here, top of 3. The 0-1. Swung over the top of a breaking ball. Quickly 0-2 to Parker Boley. This is 7, 8, and 9 in the order for the Warriors. Adam coming back to him. The 0-2 caught him looking for a backwards case. Second out of the inning, 5th strikeout recorded by Henry Adam, who's throwing well right now. So the first 2 retired via the strikeout. 2 outs and nobody on for the Warriors here in the top of the 3rd. For the 9th man in the order, number 14, Jackson Meek, the junior right fielder. 111 for Jackson on the year. He was 0 for 2 with a walk, reached on an air, had a sacrifice against Moravia. He asked for time. I'm going to go down and have a quick chat with head coach Ron Walker. Catcher going out to have a chat with Adam. That's Allison. Top of the order, Creek Kite in the on-deck circle for the Warriors. Not sure what this could be about here. A little bit of a lengthy conversation over there between Walker and Meek. Now he pats him on the back and says, get back in there and see what you can do, Jackson. Maybe talking about seeing if he thought they could lay down a bunt somewhere or for the top of the order. I don't know. We'll see. So Meek in there to face Adam. Nobody out, or 2 outs, nobody on. Foul off the catcher there over towards the right. Might have been off his mask. He looks okay. And a count 0-1 to Meek. Meek, one of the team leaders in RBI so far in this fairly young season, I'll call it, for the Warriors. Get you a softball update score in a minute here. That pitch fouled right into the net above us. Quickly 0-2 to Jackson. Let's see. Warriors up 10-0 after the top of the 3rd. And softball game happening right next door. Thanks to Kelly Leffler for the updates coming to me via text. We can't see the scoreboard, blocked by the press box and the concession stand. Here's the 0-2 from Adam to Meek. Swung over on another outside pitch, fooled him, and a swinging strikeout. He strikes out this side for the 2nd inning in a row. It'll be the top of the order. Creed Kite, McKinney, and Reed Kite for the Warriors when they bat in the top of the 4th. 10 pitches for Adam to get through the 30s, up to a game total of 33. So the Warriors go down in order. They still trail at 2-0 after 2.5. Looks like some changes happening. Ron Walker talking to the home plate umpire. We'll try to get those for you when we come back after this 60-second break. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group, YouTube Sports Channel.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We'll gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right. Back with you here from the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth. Pitching change for the Warriors, sponsored by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. Nolan Harriman, number 6, going to pitch now as Millard leaves the game. Went 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, 3 strikeouts. 2 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and 2 runs on 46 pitches for Millard. Nolan Harriman on the mound now for Van Buren County. His third game pitched. So far, he's pitched in 2 games without a save or a record. 5 innings pitched for Nolan Harriman, the sophomore. 108 total pitches, 21 official at-bats against him, a .476 average. 10 hits, 9 runs, 7 of them earned. 7 walks, a hit batter, 5 strikeouts, 9.80 ERA. The first pitch to the first Pekin batter, fly to center. McKinney in, now going back and to his left. Eli gets back there and makes the catch. That was number 8, dangerous batter Henry Adam flying to McKinney in center for the first out of the inning. Adam now 0 for 1 with a walk. He was at .533 coming into today. Here's the cleanup man, 00 Cal Miller, senior catcher. He's 0 for 1, a fly to right. On the year, .500. Base is empty, 1 out. Harriman, the pitch. Oh, and it plunked him on the left wrist. So a hit batter. Miller will trot down to first, 1 on, 1 out for Pekin. That's the first hit batter by Warrior pitching. The umps might get together and see if that hit bat or wrist. They're going to confer. Try to get the Warrior defense for you. Creed Kite at third, Reed Kite at short. Corkhart still at first. Millard went to second. I don't know if Young went out to right or if that's still Jackson Meek out there. McKinney in center. Ole in left, I believe. So Harriman on the mound. Might have came into the order in Young's spot. We'll see. Here's Elijah Brock. Popped up right above us and out of play. 0-1 to Elijah Brock. Second plate appearance, no official at bat for him. He walked, scored the first run of the game. Where's number 10? Hits in the 5 spot, the junior third baseman. .471 for him. He's in there from the right side. Callum Miller down at first after he got hit by a pitch. Harriman to the plate. Popped up on the infield. Reed Kite making the call. Around his normal shortstop position, and he makes the catch to retire Elijah Brock on the pop-out to short, second out of the inning. Now 2 out and 1 on. On 4 pitches, no Harriman has 4 outs. Here's number 13 in the 6 spot, Hudson Deutsch. Junior right fielder, 286 for him. 1 on and 2 out. They'll check him at first. It's a strange safe call with his right arm by the umpire on the bases, but he's back safely. Harriman, the righty, working out of the stretch. He'll check him again. Back safely is Miller over there. Two outs here in the bottom of the third. Pekin leads it 2-0. Harriman is ready, and here he comes. Inside, little low to Deutsch. First pitch to him after he checked the runner at first, so it's 1-0 to Hudson Deutsch. Lights having a little effect right now. Still fairly light out, though. They'll check him at first. He had him leaning. Ooh, that was a closer play. Back safely is Miller over there. It was 10-4. Pekin had put a little dent. 10-2 now after 3 innings. The softball score update. Harriman to Deutsch. Breaking ball. Ooh, late swing, and he swung through it. That's a nice pitch by Nolan. Count even now at 1-1. Harriman ready. There goes the runner. That pitch, it swung through. Gets past Simmons. There'll be no throw. but it's a strike to the batter. Strike away from getting out of the inning now is Harriman. 1-2 to Deutsch. Send Miller down to second on a stolen base. So he's in scoring position. Is Miller at second, but there are 2 outs, and the count is 1-2 to the number 6 hitter, wearing number 13, Hudson Deutsch, the junior right fielder. Like I said, 286 for him on the year. He's second plate appearance, no official at bat. He's 1 for 1. A single, a run scored. Breaking ball. Ooh, umpire flinched. It lands high. It's a ball. 2-2. Deutsch is 1 for 1 with that single and a run scored. So the count 2-2 now to Deutsch. Harriman a look in at Simmons, a check back of the runner. He comes set and he's ready. Swing and a miss on a low fastball hung on to by Simmons. Harriman gets a swinging strikeout of Deutsch for the 3rd out of the inning. 7, 8, and 9 due up for Pekin when they bat in the bottom of the 4th. First strikeout recorded by Harriman. Takes him 9 pitches to get the Warriors through the bottom of the 3rd. Pekin, let's see, no runs on no hits. There were no errors. They leave 1 on that hit batter. He's stranded. Miller out on the bases. So Pekin fails to score in the bottom of the 3rd, so that means the score remains 2-0 after 3 complete innings. Top of the 4th, coming at you when we come back from this 60-second break. It's top of the order for the Warriors, Cree Kite, Eli McKinney, and Reed Kite. You're tuned into it right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Summer travel season is here. Are you ready? With Pilot Grove Savings Bank's digital banking tools, you can manage your money anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, and stay connected. Whether you're at home or on the road, stop into any of our 17 locations or give your nearest branch a call and travel with confidence this summer. Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Banking made easy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, back with you to start the top of the 4th. Henry Adams' first pitch, swing and a miss by Cree Kite. 0-1 to count to him. Cree Kite 0 for 1 on the day. A pop out to the first baseman. Adam, the lefty, swing and a miss over the top by Cree Kite. It's quickly 0-2 to the Warriors' leadoff man here. Top of the 4th. They trail it 2-0, does Van Buren County. Adam coming back, breaking ball high and outside. 1-2 to Cree Kite. Cree Kite into today's action was 273. Playing third base tonight for the Warriors. Adam out of the windup, the southpaw coming to the home plate, and it's low inside. Count even, 2-2 now to Cree Kite. Warriors looking to get that leadoff man on and start something here in the top of the 4th, trailing it 2-0. Adam to Kite. Strike 3 looking on a good fastball from Adam. Cree Kite first out of the inning. That's the 7th strikeout consecutively for Adam. He struck out the side in the 2nd, struck out the side in the 3rd, and gets the first one via the strikeout here in the 4th. 1 out, nobody on for number 11, Eli McKinney. He's 1 for 1. Called strike 1 on the first pitch to him. He was involved in that funny play down the first base line where he ran into the Pekin fielder right in the baseline. They did not call obstruction or interference, let the play go. He reached. Did he go? No. On that next pitch, it's a ball. 1-1 to count to McKinney. Second in the order, number 11, senior center fielder, 182 for Eli into today. Here comes Adam to him. Breaking ball, low and outside. 2-1 now to McKinney. And just getting back to that first at-bat for Eli. He was the second out of a double play after he reached on that infield single. Adam steps off, McKinney steps out. 2-1 to count to the batter. Now he's got the one he wants. Into the windup, here he comes. Fouled off left side by McKinney. Count even, 2-2 now. This is lefty versus lefty. Base is empty, 1 out. Lots of good smells from that grill over there by the concession stand tonight. It's blowing right at us across the back of the home plate here. They're cooking something up good over there. That pitch outside. McKinney has run it full now. 3-2. Adam, the payoff. high. McKinney draws a walk. He's on for the second time tonight. So that breaks a strikeout streak of 7 in a row by Adam. And that's first walk issued by Henry Adams. So 1 on, 1 out now for the Warriors, trailing at 2-zip here, top of the fourth. For number 3, Reed Kite, freshman shortstop. He's 0 for 1. Tired, 3 unassisted. He was the first out of that double play to get Pekin out of the first. They'll check him at first. McKinney back. Step off, quick throw by Adam. Reed Kite, Warriors' leading average hitter coming into play tonight, 545. He's in there from the right side. Adam has a good look. Snap throw over there, and he threw it away. McKinney up. He's going to go down to second on the throwaway by Adam. McKinney will go to second on the E1. Bad throw. First error of the night on the Panthers. So there's a run in scoring position with 1 out for the Warriors for Reed Kite. Word must be out on McKinney that he can steal bases. He's got good speed. Adam, now he steps off. McKinney back to second. He wasn't looking at him. He just stepped off, and they decided to run through the signals again, I think. Now second baseman coming over. They'll snap and throw back there. He's back safely as McKinney. And second baseman, head coach or assistant coach Dan Smith down there at first, saying he was leaning on McKinney's outstretched arm to get back to the bag. Wanted him to get off of it. And he fired up about that as Dan Smith down there at first, trying to keep McKinney close. That's fine. Take his concentration off the batter. There's a pitch low and in. That's fine. 1-0 to Reed Kite. Not sure McKinney wants to get thrown out at third here. Warriors trailing it by 2 with 1 out in the, halfway through the game. I don't think McKinney's going anywhere. I could be wrong. Pekin really worried about him. That's his called strike. 1-1 to count to Reed Kite. I would think that they'd be happy to have him in scoring position and, take Eli's score on a hit because he's got good speed, but Pekin was worried about him there for quite a while. A glance back there by Adam, and here he comes to Reed Kite. Called strike 2. 14th pitch of the inning for Adam. 1-2 now to Reed Kite. McKinney taking his lead out there at second. Adams working out of the stretch. Nobody keeping him close. Here he comes. Grounded. Past third. Backhand by short, and they'll get... McKinney... It was ahead of him, and he did not go. Probably smartly, they would have thrown him out at third, so that's going to be an infield hit for Reed Kite. I don't think they would have thrown him out at first. We'll give him a hit. McKinney will stay at second as he was watching the play unfold ahead of him. Third baseman, after he missed the ball, went to third, and Glick covered the ball, or fielded it, and he would have thrown him out. So an infield hit there for Reed Kite. First of the inning, second given up by Adam. So now up there is the cleanup man, number 2, Kinnick Millard, the junior on the mound, 0 for 1 with a swinging strikeout. First and second, 1 out for the Warriors for Millard. Missed, did Adam on that first pitch inside a fastball, 1-0 to Kinnick. Kinnick coming into today, average was at 214. Simmons in the on-deck circle. Adam, a glance back at McKinney. Here he comes to Millard. High and in. 2-0 to Kinnick. 17th pitch of the inning for Adam. Here comes the coach to have a talk with him. I was just thinking that. He started the inning with 33 pitches, up to 17 here. He's got 50 game total. He had a dislocated finger. I don't know if that would maybe start bothering him. They're going to talk about it here. Warriors with their best threat of the day so far. They've got 2 on. McKinney at second, Reed Kite at first. McKinney walked. Went down to second on a throwing error by Adam trying to pick him off. Then Reed Kite with an infield hit deep in the hole at short. So now a meeting of the minds for both teams at the mound and over by third base. We'll see if they leave Adam in the game. I think they are. Like I said, he was worried about McKinney there. That threw away the ball at first, and they tried to pick him off at second. He was kept looking back there at him, so maybe that took his concentration away a little bit. But coach out there for Pekin, Aaron Deutsch, to settle him down. Maybe that was an assistant coach. They don't have one listed on their website, so I don't know who the assistant coach is for Pekin. But we're ready again for play. Warrior runners at first and second have their lead. 2-0 to Millard. That pitch in there for a called strike. 2-1. There is one out. Warriors have 2 on. Millard, the cleanup man at the plate. Warriors looking for a big hit here. 2-1 to Millard. Low and in. 3-1 now. Adam in danger, load him up with another ball here. That would certainly make things interesting for Simmons, who's in the on-deck circle. Here comes the 20th pitch of this inning when Adam is ready. And he is the delivery. Low. Millard watched ball 4. So that will load him up. McKinney to third. Reed Kite to second, Millard to first on the second walk issued by Henry Adams. So the Warriors have him loaded, trailing it by 2 here in the top of the 4th. There is one out for number 17 in the 5 spot, Caden Simmons, senior catcher. He's 0 for 1 with a swinging strikeout. Simmons coming into today 200 on the year. He's in there with the bases loaded and 1 out. Adams coming to him, called strike 1 to Simmons. McKinney at third, Reed Kite at second, Millard at first. Adam ready again, here he comes. Fouled up into the net right above us. Quickly 0-2 to Caden Simmons. Kirkhart retrieving that one out of the on-deck circle for the Warriors. Softball update coming at you. 10-2 after the 4 innings. Warriors with the lead next door. Adam out of the windup with the bases loaded. The 0-2 to Simmons. That one's low. Caden looked at ball 1. We would take a wild pitch here as well, have it bounce around here. Pretty deep backstop at Pekin Baseball Field here at Pekin High School near Packwood, Iowa for tonight's ball game. It's 1-2 to Simmons. Adam to the plate. Oh, Simmons swung through a little bit of a high outside heater for out number 2 in the inning. That's the 8th strikeout recorded. He had a streak of 7 in a row and 3 batters reached. There's the 8th strikeout for Adam. So the base is loaded now in 2 outs for number 10 in the 6 spot, Colton Kirkhart, senior first baseman. He's 0 for 1, swinging strikeout. Into tonight, 167. The first pitch by Adam, a breaking ball missed. 1-0 to Kirkhart. In there from the right side against the lefty, Adam. Warrior runners all over the bases. They've got their lead. Henry Adam, the one he wants. Here's the pitch. Swung through 1-1 to Colton. Kirkhart back in there. Adams' pitch missed. And Warrior fans are saying that that's a balk. I think if the pitch was a ball, everybody yelling that it's the pitcher is balking. 2-1 to count. I didn't see what he did that had everybody so upset. Dan Smith at first base, Warrior assistant coach, claiming that his pitcher is balking. Kirkhart back in there. Adam looking in at his catcher, Allison. Out of the stretch. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Kirkhart, 2-2. Adam a strike away from getting out of a bases loaded jam here. Kirkhart looking for contact. Dump one into the outfield. Here comes a 2-2 from Adam. Foul tip into the catcher's mitt. And Pekin fired up about getting out of that jam on a swinging strikeout of Kirkhart for the 3rd out of the inning. When the Warriors bat in the top of the 5th, 7, 8, 9, Young, Boley, and Meek coming up. So Van Buren County does not tally there in the 4th. No runs on 1 hit. There was an error by Pekin, and they leave 3 on base. 29 pitches for Adam to get through the 4th inning. 62 game total. After 3.5, score remains 2-0 Pekin. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th when we come back. Nolan Harriman returning to the mound for the Warriors. 7, 8, 9 for the Panthers. Due up, Comstock, Elias, Brock, and Smith. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you, the Atomo Radio broadcast booth. First pitch of the inning is a called strike. Outer half of the plate to Carson Comstock, 0-1. He's 0 for 1, reached on an air, stranded on the bases. Where's number 12, senior second baseman, 267 for Carson coming into play today. Harriman, the pitch to him is a knuckleball. Fouled back up into the screen to the right. 0-2 to Comstock. Pekin, I would say, has the momentum after getting out of that bases-loaded jam. Adam was really fired up about it coming off the mound after striking out Kirkhart. Pekin with a 2-0 lead as we play here in the bottom of the fourth. Harriman to the plate. Reached out. Bounce to Miller. He'll range to his left. Glove. Throw to Kirkhart. Comstock retired. 4-3. First out of the inning. In there now in the 8th spot, number 28, Elias Brock, freshman center fielder. 0 for 1 swinging strikeout on the day. No average for him coming into play tonight. So far, the Warriors no runs on 2 hits. They have 2 errors. Pekin 2 runs on 2 hits. They've got 1 error. The Warriors have left 3. Pekin have stranded 4. That pitch bounced in there low and outside. Another knuckleball, it looked like, from Harriman, as I can pick up the lack of spin on it from where I'm sitting looking through a net. 1-0 to Elias Brock. Harriman, tall, lanky right-hander. The pitch, nubbed, foul, first base line. Will it stay foul? It's touched and foul, fair territory, and no play. I guess it was going to stay fair. Harriman decided to touch it in fair territory, no throw. So Elias Brock with an infield hit. Boy, that first base line has been a place of busyness tonight. First hit of the inning, first hit given up by Harriman. So, 1 on, 1 out for Pekin now. Number 9 man in the order, wearing number 2 is Riley Smith, senior left fielder, 0 for 1, caught looking. Into tonight, 3:33 for Smith. He's in there from the right side. Harriman out of the stretch, the righty. Runners creeping back towards first. There's a knuckleball that hits Smith to put 2 on with 1 out. Send Elias Brock to second. Smith the first after getting hit by a pitch. Second hit batter by Harriman. So a little trouble brewing here for the Warrior defense, especially with the top of the order coming up. Here's Nolan Glick, number 18, senior shortstop. He's 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI on the day. He'll swing and drill that one to left center. I'm not sure the park is going to hold it. It will. Bowley over there to make a fine catch in the power alley. Throw back in, goes over the cutoff man. Glick, a deep fly out to left center. Just missed it, did Glick. So he's 1 for 3 on the day now with that single and RBI after flying out to, let's see, F7, left fielder. Second out of the inning. So now 2 on and 2 out for the number 2 batter in the order, number 21, Zandrick Allison, junior catcher, 308 for him. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Harriman coming to him. Knuckleball high and outside from Harriman. Want to know the count to Allison. Elias Brock at second. He infield single. That's how he got on. Riley Smith got hit by a pitch to put 2 on. Now with 2 out for Pekin, they lead it 2-0. Bottom of 4. Harriman high and outside again on the 9th pitch of the inning. 2-0 to Allison. Harriman out of the stretch, a long look into Simmons. Comes set, and he's ready. A bouncer over the mound. Reed Keitel charge, glove throw on the run to Kirkhart, and the Warriors get out of the inning. Zandrick Allison retired 6-3 on the putout for the 3rd out of the inning. They keep Pekin off the scoreboard. No runs on a hit. There were no errors. Pekin strands 2. 10 pitches for Harriman to get the Warriors out of the 4th inning. He's up to a game total of 19. So, after 4 innings are complete, the score remains 2-0 Panthers. We'll go to the top of the 5th when we come back from this 60-second break. 7, 8, and 9 coming up for the Warriors, Young, Boley, and Meek. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we'll transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you at the Atomo Radio broadcast booth from the baseball field here at Pekin High School near Packwood, Iowa. Henry Adam returning to the mound with those 8 strikeouts to start his 5th inning of work, the southpaw. Nolan Harriman really doing a nice job in relief. Kennick Millard, they've each went 2 innings so far. Pekin just has a 2-0 lead. Here's Keegan Young. First pitch from Adam is low. Ball 1. Keegan Young wears number 1, hits in the 7th spot in the Warrior order. Senior second baseman, 0 for 1, a swinging strikeout on the day. Into play tonight, 300 the average for Keegan Young. Oh, looked at another strike. That one, from my angle, right on the outside corner. 1-1 to count to Young. In there from the right side. Adam out of the windup. Popped up right side into the netting. Foul. 1-2. And check that. Adam has 9 strikeouts. He's struck out. And there's a called 10 now. Strike 3. Caught looking is Keegan Young. First out of the inning. That's Adams' 10th. He had 3 strikeouts. Struck out the side in the 2nd and the 3rd. Struck out the side in the 4th, although not in order. Warriors loaded the bases. And there's out number 1, a caught looking of Keegan Young. First out, top of 5. For number 7, 8 spot in the order, Parker Boley, sophomore left fielder. He takes a call, strike 1, and Adams seems like he's picked up the velocity here in the 5th. Maybe wearing that momentum or riding that momentum after getting out of that bases loaded jam. Breaking ball lands. Ooh, he's dealing now. Warriors got to be ready quickly. 0-2 to Boley. Parker in there from the right side. Swung over the top of on the pitch from Adam is another strikeout. Swinging. Second out of the inning, his 11th of the night. Adam in control. Pekin leading it 2-0. Bottom of the 5th. Starting to get late for the Warrior offense. Here's Jackson Meek. Or no, it looks like a pinch hitter. That's going to be Harriman. He has a weak swing. 0-1 to Harriman. takes a ball 1-1 to see what if we can get an average for you on Harriman on the year. Quickly here, 500. Strike 2 to him. Limited at bats. He was batting 500. To count to him is 1-2. So he's batting in the Jackson Meek spot in the order. There's a pitch from Adam low and outside. Count even at 2-2 now. Adam looking to strike out the side again. Here he comes. And he does just that as Harriman swings through a fastball. So he strikes out this side. It'll be the top of the order for the Warriors, and they bat in the top of the sixth. Young, Boley, and Harriman all go down on strikes. It's a 12 strikeout of the game by Henry Adam. He gets through the top of the fifth on 12 pitches. Game total 74 for Adam. Nothing across for the Warriors as they are retired in order, all on strikeouts in the top of the fifth. We'll take a 60-second break, go to the bottom of the fifth. When we come back, Pekin coming to the plate. Adam will lead off. It'll be 3-4-5, Adam Miller and Elijah Brock for the Panthers when we come back. Score remains 2-0 after 4.5. Pekin with the lead. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you, the Atomo Radio broadcast booth for the bottom of the fifth. All the innings tonight brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home. Here's Henry Adam, a dangerous batter to face Nolan Harriman. Adam 0 for 1 on the day, a fly to center. He's also walked, stranded on the bases. And he swings on that one and launches it deep to left center, and I don't think the park is going to hold that one, just like I said on the first pitch to Henry Adam. He connects, and it will touch them all for a leadoff home run here in the bottom of the fifth. So it's 3-0 Pekin now after the leadoff home run by Henry Adam here in the top of the fifth. Still just a 3-0 game. We'll get that one out of the way as we knew that he was dangerous. Check the softball score for you. It's 15-2 Warriors after the top of the fifth. They're having a good go of it over there on the softball side of things tonight is Van Buren County. Here's Cal Miller now, 0-0, the cleanup man, senior first baseman. First pitch from Harriman, ripped fair down the left field line for Miller. Goes around first, and throw coming back into third. He's going to have a stand-up double. Back-to-back hits here for Pekin, a home run and a double to start the top of the fifth on 2 pitches. Fifth hit of the night given up by Warrior pitching. They trail at 3-0. 1 on, nobody out, 1 in for Pekin already here. Miller now, 1 for 2. That double, a fly out hit by a pitch. Here's fifth spot in the order, number 10, Elijah Brock, the junior third baseman, low and outside, gets away from Simmons. There goes a runner. He's going to throw down and safe on ball 1 to Brock. We'll call that one a wild pitch, I guess, from Harriman. Simmons couldn't handle it. First one on cork by Warrior pitchers tonight. So a runner at third. 1-0 to the batter, Brock. Pekin has scored once already here. Nobody out. Top of the fifth, they lead at 3-0. Harriman to the plate. That pitch swung on and going to get in the right center field gap. Miller around first, now around second. He's streaking for third. The throw from Millard. It's going to be a run-scoring triple for Elijah Brock. The middle of the order, back-to-back-to-back hits with an RBI there. Home run, double, triple score. Miller on the play. 3 hits in the inning and a couple of runs for Pekin. They lead it 4-0. And on just 4 pitches. Wow. Here comes Ron Walker. Maybe a change here. Is in the bottom of the fifth. Let's recap it for you. The Adam home run made it 3-0. And then the Elijah Brock triple scored 1 to make it 4-0 Pekin. Pekin now has 6 hits. Harriman has given up 4 of those 6 hits. Miller gave up 2. Harriman giving up 2 of the 4 runs. Miller the other 2. On just 4 pitches here in the bottom of the fifth, the leadoff home run on the first pitch by Adam. Then on the next pitch, a double by Miller. He went to third on a wild pitch. 2 pitches later, a triple. So 3 hits and 2 runs and a runner at third with nobody out on 4 pitches here by Pekin to take a little bit more control of this game. They're already leading at 2-0, and Adam has been in control on the mound. No pitching change, just a meeting of the minds at the mound for the Warriors. In there now is number 13, Hudson Deutsch, junior right fielder. It's 1 for 2, a single, a strikeout run scored on the night. In there from the left side, 286 for Deutsch coming into play today. Elijah Brock is 1 for 2. That pitch bounced to second. Miller will backhand. The run will score. They'll throw to Kirkhart and get the first out of the inning. RBI for Deutsch. He's the first out of the inning. Retired 4-3 on the putout. Score Elijah Brock from third on the play. 5-0 Pekin. So the Deutsch ground out scores 1 to make it 5-0 Pekin. They scored 3 here in the bottom of the fifth. Now the base is empty. First pitch low and outside to the next batter, Carson Comstock. 1-0 to him. Where's number 12 in the 7th spot in the order? Senior second baseman. He is 0 for 2. Reached on an error, ground out to second. Into play tonight, 267 for Comstock. 1-0 the count. Harriman now back to the windup. Base is empty. Pekin in the middle of the order did major damage there, scoring 3 runs. Warriors still not out of the bottom of the fifth yet. That pitch flied to right. Going to be foul. Will it be caught? I can't see the Warrior dugout. Oh, and it is caught over there. A nice play by... I'm not sure who's playing right field for the Warriors right now, to be honest with you. I'll see if I can get a number for you. I think that's Keegan Young out there, I believe. Comstock second out of the inning on the fly out in foul territory. I think Young went out there from second. Meek came out of the game. Harriman entered in his spot. Young went from second to right. Millard to second. Harriman to the mound. First pitch low and outside to Elias Brock, number 28 in the 8th spot in the order, the freshman center fielder. 1-0 the count to him. He's 1 for 2, a strikeout, a single stranded on the bases in the 4th. Last inning. Harriman, ready. Bounced that one in there to Simmons. Couldn't stop it, and it trickles to the backstop. 2-0. The count to Elias Brock. He's a right-handed batter. Number 2, Riley Smithy on deck's hitter, retrieving that one that skipped by Simmons. Here comes Harriman. Outside, Simmons had to reach for that one. 3-0. So Pekin has scored 3 times on 3 hits, including a home run by Adam to lead off the inning. His third home run in 2 games. Inside from Harriman. A 4-pitch walk to Elias Brock. 1 on and 2 out now. Pekin has scored 3, bottom of the 5th. That is the first base on ball issued by Harriman. He's in his 3rd inning of work. He's put his defense to good work for him, as he should. Just that dangerous part of the order. Henry, Adam, Cal Miller, Elijah Brock. Boy, they put some good wood on it, as they say. Now a runner on with 2 out as Elias Brock takes his lead. There he goes, the pitch. That one, a nice stop at third. Creek Height on a liner all the way across. A dazzling defensive play. Kirkhart, a nice catch over there. And they retire Riley Smith, the 3rd out of the inning, 5-3. A beautiful put out there. It'll be the top of the order from Pekin when they bat in the bottom of the 6th. But they get 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors by the Warriors and 1 left on base. 12 pitches for Harriman to get the Warriors through that bottom of the 5th inning. 31 game total for Nolan Harriman. But the score is now, after 5 innings, 5-0 Pekin. Top of the 6th coming at you after the 60-second break. Top of the order for the Warriors. We need some runs. Creek Kite, Eli McKinney, and Reed Kite coming up. You tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
When you're rolling through the beautiful hills of Van Buren County, make a stop in Dowd's at Dowd's Quick Stop. Open every day. This month, try our pizza flavor of the month, Buffalo Chicken. Grab a large 1-topping pizza and 8 wings for just $19. Or try the cheeseburger meal deal. Burger, fries, and a 32-ounce drink for only $11. And don't miss the open-air cooler loaded with wraps, salads, pickle wraps, deviled eggs, and dessert. Dowd's Quick Stop. Good food, great people, right in the heart of scenic Van Buren County.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you here inside the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth to start the top of the 6th. Henry Adam back on the mound. That's 75th pitch right there to start. It's a ball to the Warrior leadoff man in the inning, Creek Kite. 1-0. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Pop out to the first baseman. Caught looking. Kite, 273 entering play tonight. He'll line that one on the left field line. Fair. That one headed towards the corner. Left fielder over there to get it in the corner. Creek Kite around first on the gas, and he will stand up in the second with a leadoff double. On 2 pitches, the Warriors, their leadoff man on. Creek Kite to second on a leadoff double. First hit of the inning. That is the 3rd hit given up by Henry Adam. Well, there's a start for the Warriors. Leadoff man on. Creek Kite in scoring position at second. Nobody out. For the second man in the order, number 11, Eli McKinney, the senior center fielder. He is 1 for 1 with a single. Also walked. Put out on the bases and stranded on the bases. Adam overthrew that one, low and outside. 1-0 to McKinney. Creek Kite scurries back to second. McKinney coming into play tonight, 182. 1 on, nobody out for Van Buren County, who trails it. 5-zip here, getting late, top of the 6th. Warriors 6 outs to work with. They're down 5. Adam out of the stretch with Creek Kite out there at second. He'll lift the right leg and deliver. Ball 2 to McKinney. Sun has set now. It's twilight. Lights taking full effect here at the baseball field, Pekin High School, Packwood, Iowa. A look back at second from Adam. The pitch to McKinney. Swing and a miss by Eli, 2-1. Adam in control of this one. He started the inning with 12 Warrior strikeouts. He's ready. He'll rock and fire. A little nubbered on the third base line. Foul. Emergency hack by McKinney. 2-2 now. So of the 15 outs recorded by Pekin tonight, Adam had 12 of them on strikeouts. He's been pretty dominant on 80 game pitch total now. 81 will be coming at you when he's ready. McKinney had stepped out. He's back in there from the left side. Looking to move Creek Kite to third and get on himself. Here's the delivery. Low and outside. Kite back to second. Full up now, 3-2 to Eli. Wouldn't mind seeing a walk here to put some more pressure on Adam. McKinney steps out. Now he's back in there. Creek Kite dancing around. Nobody really keeping him close. Shortstop is the closest to the bag. Now he kind of playing with him behind him a little bit there. If you can see that on the camera. Adam's ready. Here comes the payoff. Low and outside, and McKinney draws a walk when it's low. Creek Kite going to third. He better get there. Oh, and they throw him out. That's not what the Warriors needed. That would have been 2 on and nobody out. Oh, man. McKinney draws a base on ball. He's at first. It's the third walk issued by Adam. And they're going to get together and talk about it. Creek Kite staying at third. He was called out as the pitch was low and outside to McKinney. He scurried away from the catcher a little bit. He was able to jump on it. Xandrick Allison throw down there. And I was going to mark a 2-5. They're going to say he's... Well, now he's trotting off the field. So Creek Kite, first out of the inning, retired trying to steal. 2-5 on the putout. Boy, that one hurts. Would on first and second, nobody out. He tries to get to third on a pass ball, or not really a pass ball. It just skipped away a little bit. Now the home plate umpire is holding things up here a little bit. So now 1 on and 1 out for Reed Kite. Third spot in the order wearing number 3 freshman shortstop. He's 1 for 2. A single stranded on the bases, retired 3 unassisted. Third plate appearance. Adam the stretch with McKinney at first. He stays put. A bouncer. Oh, gloved by Adam off the mound. He'll go to second. Nobody there. He threw it to the outfield. McKinney around second. He'll go to third. Now the runner from first going to second. No throw. And there's an error on Adam. That'll put him at second and third. McKinney all the way around. Put Reed Kite on a fielder's choice. And an well, it's an E1 to allow the runners to move around. Fielder's choice puts Kite on. So the Warriors will have them with, well, they'll have runners at second and third. Here comes, they might be taking Adam out here. We'll see. 9 pitches he's up to as the train goes by over our left shoulder. 74-83 in the game. So what happened on that is Reed Kite, a bouncer. Adam, a nice play off the mound to his right, gloved it, and just turned and fired, figuring somebody was going to be there covering McKinney going from first to second. The second baseman and shortstop didn't have time to get there. He threw it through him into right center field, shallow right center. So McKinney went around second all the way to third. Kite reached, we'll call it a fielder's choice because if Adam would have stopped, he could have threw him out at first, so not really a hit. But then the E1 allows McKinney to go to third and Reed Kite to go to second. So they're going to leave him in the game. There's 1 out and 2 on for the cleanup man, number 2, Kinnick Miller, junior. Started on the mound, now playing second base. Millard is 0 for 1, a strikeout. He's walked, also stranded on the bases. Millard into play tonight was at 214. Reed Kite was at 545. So second and third with 1 out now for Millard. Looking to plate a couple of runs for the Warriors and get them closer. They've been shut out so far by Adam. It's 5-0 Pekin with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Here comes Adam to Millard, a called strike 1 on the 10th pitch of the inning. 0-1 to Millard. Kinnick needs to come through right here. This is a big spot for your leader. One of your leaders needs to find some grass somewhere and plate a couple. Adam to Millard. Breaking ball. Lands high to Allison. 1-1 now. Got to find a way to get these 2 in here as you're down 5. You got 4 outs to work with. Adam out of the stretch. Millard calls time. Adam steps off. So we'll pause. Home plate umpire going to get out his brush and clean off home plate. It's been a pretty good ball game. The Warriors really haven't played that bad. Second inning was messy. A couple of runs, a couple of hits, a couple of errors by the Warriors. Pekin scored twice in the second. Then the middle of the order, you could feel that coming on. They're going to get you at some point. This is a good Pekin lineup. They scored 3-on-3 hits in the fifth. Strike on a called strike to Millard. 1-2 now. Kinnick got to protect. McKinney out there at third. Reed Kite at second. Warriors still looking to tally their first run of the night. They trail at 5-0. 1 out, 2 on here. Top of 6 high on a fastball from Adam. Pitch count climbing for him. It's 2-2. He's got 13 in the inning. Started it with 74. He's up to 87. I'm sure he would like nothing better to finish this one for Pekin. Warriors trying to put a dent in those thoughts. Center fielder shaded towards a little bit right with Millard in there. Low and in, got by. Here comes the Warrior first run. Adam covering home. He won't throw it to him. Now he does. Gets by Adam. Here comes the second run as it skips away. He'll toss it to the catcher, and that was a bad decision by Reed Kite, as he's going to be retired. Warriors will get 1 as McKinney scores on the passed ball to make it 5-1. Reed Kite tried to scurry all the way around as the first throw to try to get McKinney skipped away from the catcher, but Adam went and got it, and to retire him, I'm just going to say that was a 1-2 putout for the second out of the inning. So score 1 for the Warriors here in the top of the 6th. The pass ball scores McKinney to make it 5-1 Pekin with the lead. First run of the night given up by Adam. In there, because Millard is still in there. It's 3-2, full count to him. Bases are empty now, and well, the Warriors have kind of shot themselves in the foot here a little bit in the 6th. Reed Kite should have never tried to go to third, and Reed Kite should have stopped on that one. Been happy. There's a called strike 3 to Millard. He's the third out of the inning. Caught looking is Kinnick when the Warriors bat in the top of the 7th. It'll be 5, 6, and 7. Simmons, Kirkhart, and Young. But the Warriors tally their first run of the night on a hit. There was an error. They're going to end up leaving nobody on base. 15 pitches for Adam to get through the top of the 6th. He's up to 89 game total. After 5.5 are complete, the score is now 5-1. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th when we come back from this 60-second break. Top of the order. Coming up for Pekin, Glick, Allison, and Adam. 5-1 Pekin. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We'll gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you, the Atomo Radio broadcast booth. We've got a pitching change for the Warriors. Nolan Harriman ends up going 3 innings, giving up 4 hits, a walk, 1 strikeout, 3 runs, a wild pitch, 2 hit batters on 31 game total pitches. Marion Yoder going to come in and pitch now for the Warriors. See if we can get you a line on Marion's pitching so far on the season. Marion Yoder pitched in one game. He did not start it, does not have a record or a save, 2 innings, 60 total pitches, 12 official at-bats against him, 167 average. Given up 2 hits, 5 runs, none of them earned, 3 walks, has not hit a batter, 3 strikeouts, 0.00 ERA. That one grounded foul. Wow, that one looked fair to me. Grounded foul, third base line, 0-1 on Yoder's first pitch to Glick. Glick on the night is 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Also caught looking, and he'll follow that one back into the net. 0-2 to him from Yoder. Also a fly to left on the season. 6:43 entering play tonight. Glick, the leadoff man in the inning and in the order for Pekin, wears number 18, senior shortstop. So the Warriors there in the top of the 6th get a run on a hit. There was an error. They leave nobody. Here comes Yoder, high on a fastball from Marion, 1-2 to Glick. Yoder, the right-hander, in relief of Harriman, who came in relief of Millard. Marion out of the windup to the plate. Pitch swung on, popped up. Left fielder doesn't see it. Nope, it's in the infield. I can hardly see it. Cree Kite moving toward short. Cree will make the catch on the dirt. Glick, the first out of the inning, and the pop out to the third baseman, Cree Kite. Glick now 1 for 4 on the night with an RBI single. Up next in the 2 spot in the order and in the inning, number 21, Xandrick Allison. Went to Fairfield, now at Pekin. Junior, thanks to AJ for that info. Junior catcher. He's 0 for 3. 2 flyouts, a grounder to short. 3:08, he takes ball 1 from Yoder. 1 on, nobody out here, bottom of the 6th. Pekin leads it, 5-1. In the infield, third to first, Cree Kite, Reed Kite, Millard, and Kirkhart. Yoder ready again, here he comes. Missed on that one outside. 2-0 to Allison. Murderer's Row is coming up next. Henry, Adam, Cal Miller, Elijah Brock did major damage the last time through. See if the Warriors can avoid it this time. The 2-0 from Yoder. A bouncer. Millard ranging, can't get it. That one's into right field. Going to be a single for Allison. First hit of the inning. First one given up by Yoder. 7th hit of the night for Pekin. Now we're going to have to start to be real careful as danger lurks. Number 8, Henry Adam, third in the order, the junior on the mound. He is 1 for 2. So homer, solo homer, a fly to center. He's also walked, stranded on the bases. He's in there from the right side. Runner at first, high and outside to Adam, 1-0. Allison now 1 for 4 on the night. He's at first. 1 out, 1 on for Pekin, who leads at 5-1 here, bottom of the 6th. Yoder out of the stretch for the first time. Marion, there goes a runner coming. It's high. Throw by Simmons down to second. I think they're going to get him. Oh, he slid under the tag on a close play. Pitch was a ball to Adam, 2-0. Send Allison down to second on the stolen base. A good throw from Simmons. Must have slid underneath the tag, which is good base running by Allison. So he steals second. And they're just going to walk Adam, which is not a bad idea to set up a double play. I don't really disagree with that. He hit a home run the last time. So after 2 pitches, an intentional base on ball sends Adam to first. Allison at second. That'll be first walk issued by Yoder. 4th walk by Warrior pitching tonight. Here's the cleanup man, 00 Cal Miller, senior first baseman. He's 1 for 2. Double, scored a run. Strike 1 to him. 0-1 to Miller. He's 1 for 2 with that double run scored. A fly out to right. He's also hit by a pitch, stranded on the bases. Pekin runners at first and second with 1 out. Yoder to the plate. Low and outside, and he watched it. 1-1 to count to Miller. Miller in there from the right side on the season, coming into play. He was .500. Adam, .533. Allison before him, .308. Pekin with some nice averages here early in the season. Yoder out of the stretch. Plunked him in the back. Jeez. Well, they're loaded now after Miller gets hit by a pitch. He'll go to first. Adam to second. Allison to third with 1 out. Warriors can still get out of the inning with a double play. That is the first batter hit by Yoder, third batter hit by Warrior pitching tonight. 5 spot in the order due up is number 10, Elijah Brock, junior third baseman. He is 1 for 2, a triple RBI, 2 runs scored. So a pop out to short. He'll line that one to right center, going to get down. He's going to score 2. Gets Warrior outfield fumbling it, and they're going to go to second on the throw and third. So Brock to second on the E. I don't know, is an E out there? E8 maybe? E8 or 9 out there. And it's going to be an RBI single going to second on the air. It scores Cal Miller all the way around to third. So the give him a couple of RBIs. Elijah Brock. Single. Scores 2 with an E. I don't know if it was on McKinney. They fumbled it out there. First pitch is ball 1 to Hudson Deutsch. 1-0 to him. So Pekin a couple of runs here. Yoder ready. Here he comes, blowing in. Skips away from Simmons. Runners stay put. 2-0 to Deutsch, who is 1 for 3 on the night with a single run scored. So Pekin has scored twice. On 2 hits. They lead at 7-1. That one driven to right, fairly deep. Back is Young. It's over him, up against the fence. Here comes the throw into second. Millard has it. Here comes the second run. It's an RBI, 2 RBI double for Deutsch. 2 more runs here and another hit. 4 runs on 3 hits in the inning. That'll score Miller from third and Elijah Brock from second to make it 9-0. Let's see, get caught up here. The Deutsch double scores 2. First pitch by Yoder to Comstock is ball 1. Comstock on the night, 0 for 3. So that middle of the order does damage again for Pekin. A little nubber out in front of home plate. Yoder off the mound, will glove and throw to first to Kirkhart, and they'll retire Comstock, who's taken the collar tonight, 0 for 4. That play goes 1-3, second out of the inning, but it moves the runner, Deutsch, from second to third. That was the 18th pitch of Yoder, who's given up. That pitch is ball 1. 2. Elias Brock, number 28, 8th in the order, freshman center fielder. He is 1 for 2 with a single, caught looking, drawn a walk. In there from the right side, 1-0-2, and Pekin has tallied 4 in this inning. That pitch inside from Yoder, 2-0 to Brock. Marion working out of the stretch with that runner at third. Here he comes. Breaking ball, too far outside. It's 3-0 to the batter, Brock. Pekin has tallied 4 times. They have 1 on. There is 2 out. They've just about batted around here in this inning. Yoder to the plate. Breaking ball got him to swing through it, I believe. Quick throw down. Got to be careful. Blocked by Cree Kite down there. Runner back safely. 3-1 now the count on the 22nd pitch. Yoder wants a new ball. That one was thrown in the dirt, so he'll get a clean one. 9-1 Pekin now. They've broken it open here in the last 2 innings. It was just 2-0 after 4. Pekin has scored 3 in the bottom of the 5th to make it 5-0. Now 4 in the bottom of the 6th to make it 9-1. Warriors did get 1 in their last half. Top of the 6th. Yoder ready. Here he comes. Nope. Ball 4 to Elias Brock. He draws a base on ball, first and third now with 2 outs. Second walk issued by Yoder. Fifth walk issued by Warrior pitching. In there now is Riley Smith. 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch. Number 2, Waring on Yoder, throws it away, trying to pick off the runner. It's going to be a 2-base error as here comes the ball back from the right field line. Scorer Deutsch on the play on the E1. Second error of the inning. And Brock all the way around to third on the E1. So scorer Deutsch on the play. Make it 10-1. Pekin, that pitch swung on, popped up, foul territory, out of play. So that's the 5th run given up in the inning by the Warriors. 10-1 Pekin. Count to the batters, 0-1. Yoder's 25th pitch is coming to the plate. Batter skipped out of the way. That was low and in. 1-1. The count to Smith. Smith came into today 333, playing left field. Yoder's ready. Here he comes. Bounce that one in there. Good stop by Simmons on one hop, 2-1. Throw it down, try to get him, and Simmons throws it away. Runner going to come home 11-1, and that's the winning run. Has a 10-run deficit. Right? Should be. E2. Simmons throw that away. Right? What happened? Did he try to get the runner? Try to pick him off? I was looking down. So, well, that's a tough way to end it for the Warriors. As Elias Brock comes home from third, I think they tried to pick him off, threw it away. A third error of the inning. We'll say E2 allows Elias Brock to come around. I believe they tried to throw down there to third to get him. And he scores as the end result. It's 10 runs now after 5 2/3. 26 pitches for Yoder will end his night as Pekin unable to force the 10-run rule on the Warriors. And it's a final now at 8:55 tonight. Pekin defeats Van Buren County by a score of 11-1. It was close after 4, but Pekin broke it open in the 5th by scoring 3 and 6 more in the 6th. It was just 2-0 after 4, but Pekin outscores the Warriors 9-1 on the final 2 innings to win it by a score of 11-1. That'll take us to the post-game show tonight. Brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering affordable ready mix concrete to your door or job site. Check them out on Facebook for contact information. We'll take a 3-minute break, come back with the totals and summaries after that. You tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we'll transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the Complexion Company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the Complexion Company in Batavia today. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we're back with you here at the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth, where it's a final now tonight. Boys High School varsity baseball action for you right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports channel. The Pekin Panthers get a home victory by a score of 11-1 over our very own Van Buren County Warriors. It was close, just 2-zip after 4 innings. Pekin scored 3 in the 5th to make it 5-0. The Warriors added 1 in the top of the 6th to make it 5-1. Then Pekin came back and scored 6, the bottom of the 6th, to make that 5-1 score 11-1. Put the 10-run rule into effect after 5 innings of play. It ended after a bottom of the 6th, so we went, 2 outs into the bottom of the 6th to complete this one. Pekin ending the game with their at-bat. So we're in the post-game show now, Warrior Boys Baseball, brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering affordable ready mix concrete to your door or job site. Check them out on Facebook for contact information. Let's get the totals for you in a game that took 1 hour 48 minutes to complete. Pekin, 11 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. They leave 7. The Warriors, 1 run on 3 hits, 5 errors. They leave 3. Winning pitcher, Henry Adam. Losing pitcher will be Kinnick Miller tonight. And like I said, the time of the game, 1 hour and 48 minutes to complete this one. Let's get you a scoring summary. Bottom of the 2nd, a Miller throwing error scored 1 to make it 1-0 Pekin. Then a Glick infield single scored another. It was 2-0 Pekin after 1 inning of play. Stayed that way till the bottom of the 5th. Henry Adam, a leadoff home run, made it 3-0 Pekin. Elijah Brock triple scored 1 to make it 4-0, and a Deutsch groundout scored another to make it 5-0 Pekin after 5 innings of play. Warriors got their lone run on the top of the 6th as a pass ball scored Eli McKinney to make it 5-1 Pekin. And then in the bottom of the 6th, Pekin broke it open and ended up winning it 11-1 after the 10-run rule. Elijah Brock single scored 2 on an E8 also to make it 7-1. Deutsch double scored 2 to make it 9-1. Deutsch scored on an E1 to make it 10-1, and Elijah Brock scored on E2 to make it 11-1. That was our final, and looks like we got some guests stopping by to talk to us in the post-game show, so appreciate that. Head coach Ron Walker and Nolan Harriman. Awesome. Get you guys a little volume. You guys hear us?
Yeah.
Got us?
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for taking some time, stopping by and talking to us in the Warrior Boys Baseball postgame show brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix. It was close after 4. 2-zip, right? Pekin is able to score 3, make it 5-0. You answer back, and it was 5-1. And, I'm thinking if you could put the rally together towards the end of the game, 4 runs, not that much to cover for the Warrior offense when they're clicking, but just didn't happen. Pekin able to score 6 there on the bottom of the 6th to, put the 10-run rule into effect. 11-1 ends up being the final, but I thought, Coach, start with you for the most part there. It was a much closer game than that. It had the feeling of being a closer game.
It did. It really did. It was, well-played game. The Warriors, we talked after the game, and actually the kids took the floor again, and they talked about, staying up every pitch instead of the roller coaster, high emotions, low emotions, high emotions. But we kept competing as a team, and we had a chance going into that 5th inning, and I'll take 100% blame in that 5th inning. I shouldn't have exposed Nolan second time through the lineup with 2 games coming up next 2 days, or 4 essentially with varsity JV.
Yeah.
We got some arm injuries and so forth, so we're trying to protect arms and so
Just feel like you maybe asked a little bit too much of him, you think?
100%.
Because he was pretty effective. He's going to be my player of the game coming in relief of Millard. He ended up going 3 innings, and most of it was pretty sharp.
Yeah, absolutely. He had them off balance, and they got some good hitters there, and second time through they found a few barrels, and we had a misplayed ball out there, and but you couldn't ask any more from him.
Right, and you could kind of feel it coming. That middle of the order for them is dangerous. Henry Adam, Cal Miller. If they don't get to every team, maybe they play once. Through that coming around, that would probably be rare because those guys, they've got some experience. They were 1 game away from going to state last year. They brought some guys back. So you guys, I thought through the first 4 innings had done a really good job against that middle part of the order. Credit to Kinnick and Nolan.
Absolutely.
First time through. Nolan, let's get your line on the night. You went 3 innings. Giving up 4 hits with a walk, a strikeout, 3 runs, wild pitch, a couple of hit batters, but really 31 game total pitches, though. You kept the Warriors close. How did you feel that your stuff was working out there on the mound tonight?
I felt pretty good.
Did you? Yeah, it looks like you were throwing a knuckleball.
Yeah.
I can see the no spin on it from here. So that was probably something that, like Coach talked about, kept the Pekin batters off balance that first time through, able to miss the barrels that they found there later in the game and use your defense to your advantage. And they were making some plays behind you. It must have felt pretty good to see your teammates helping you out there behind you.
Yeah, when your defense makes plays for you, you don't have to spend as many pitches.
Sure. The Warrior offense, Henry Adam, probably the other story of the game. Kind of an elder statesman on that team over there, right? He's a lefty. He's dangerous with the bat. He was pretty effective on the mound tonight. 12 strikeouts, I think, is what I had him for. I don't know if he got any more, maybe 12 or 13. I don't know, but he had a pretty effective night, just keeping the Warrior offense off balance. That 1 inning when he was real fired up after you got that bases loaded, was in the. He had a string of 7 strikeouts in a row, and then that was in the 4th, and then you guys got to him a little bit. You loaded the bases, and I thought that was a turning point in the game. He was able to work his way out of there with a couple more strikeouts. He just couldn't quite get that key hit to kind of bust it open for the Warrior offense and maybe put a little bit more pressure on him. He starts looking at that scoreboard and seeing that score creep closer. Maybe things are different. They did have to go out and talk to him,
Yeah, a couple times.
You guys had the pressure on him there with the bases loaded and only 1 out. I think, in that inning.
Yeah. The thing I take from that is we talk about we're going to be the aggressors on the bases and create our own breaks, and we kind of have to with the way our offense is built.
Mm-hmm.
We ran into a couple outs.
Creek Kite at third, and then maybe Reed Kite trying to stretch it around on that pass ball.
Yeah.
So those 2 guys, make different decisions there. Maybe it's maybe they have to take him out of the game or whatnot, but the Pekin made the plays, I guess, on those.
Yeah,
two.
it would have ran his pitch count up again, but I'm not going to fault Cree or Reed either one.
Sure, no, they're being aggressive.
We preach that all the time and practice that's who we got to be, and knowing the majority of the time the plays are going to go in our favor.
Sure.
Being our first year in a young team, we haven't got to talk a lot about the scoreboard situation on when we want to be really aggressive versus not as aggressive. But
and maybe the kids will look back on that and you something that you can tell them about as well, like we're talking about right now. You can mention to them, think about that game situation, right? You got a pitcher on the mound who's been pretty effective against you, and you finally get the pressure on him. You really got to make sure as a runner that you can get there on that pass ball or get there on that one that skips away from the catcher, because they can look back and see what will happen if you don't get there, right? You took all the pressure off of Adam. He was still fired up about getting out of that inning unscored on, but it could have been different, I guess, and they can look back and just chalk that one up to experience.
Yeah. I mean, and again, I can't fault him if it's not something we haven't talked about in practice yet to this point. That's 100% on me. So we'll still be the aggressors, but as we mature throughout the year, we'll talk more about the scoreboard and situation, because I mean, Cree don't get thrown out third, then it's a 5-2 ball game with nobody out and his pitch counts running up and so forth. But
and then if Reed can come home and score too, it's 5-3. And the tightness starts to feel.
Yeah,
they start to feel the screws tightening a little bit.
But the other side, I'll go back to Saturday, the Moravia game. We were aggressive and we won all the battles. So you're going to keep playing hard and no fault to the kids. That's on me and our coaching staff is taking baby steps and as we mature, as we grow.
Sure. Well, I mean, it's a credit to you guys. That's a good Pekin team. They're 5-1 on the year. You guys played right with them up until last couple of innings there. It got away, but still, I thought it was a good effort. Some things to clean up, with the errors and whatnot, and maybe just base running decisions. But we're right back at it tomorrow, so you can take those things with you and put it to good use, right? I mean, right back this time. Hey, we haven't been home in a week, so it feels kind of long since we've been at the Ferguson. So we'll be back there, weather permitting. I don't know, chance of thunderstorms, whatnot, the next 4 or 5 days. So we'll see what we can get in. Burlington Notre Dame comes to town, traditional good team in the South Division. We'll have to go back there and put another good effort forth tomorrow to get a win, hopefully over the Nikes.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, it's right now at this point in the season, it's more about us, night in, night out, versus who we're playing.
Sure.
And the wins and losses. Tonight I chalked tonight up a win for the Warriors.
Yeah.
Maybe not on a scoreboard, but from a growth standpoint, and maturing as a team. So.
Sure. Well, like I said, Nolan Harriman is going to be our player of the game tonight. Brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs. Proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. Nolan, just want to congratulate you on a fine performance on the mound tonight, coming in relief and really keeping your team in the game and keeping them kind of eligible to put up a rally and really get things closer, put the screws to Pekin and make them feel tighter. It just didn't quite happen, but you had your team in a position to do that. So congratulations to you. Probably won't be throwing tomorrow, but maybe get a pinch hit at bat or a pinch runner situation or something and help your team out that way. If not, just giving them positive feedback from the dugout as far as maybe what you're seeing from their other team's batters. You being a pitcher, you can talk to the whoever's on the mound for you and talk about it when they come back to the dugout. So congratulations on your effort this evening, Nolan.
Yep, thank you.
All right. Coach and Nolan Harriman, thanks again for stopping by to take some time to talk to us. Always appreciated in the post-game show, and we'll be looking for a good performance by the Warriors tomorrow back at the Ferguson.
Absolutely. We appreciate you guys.
All right.
Thank you.
That's head coach Ron Walker, and tonight's player of the game, coming in relief, doing a fine job in 3 innings for the Warriors, Nolan Harriman. All right, we got one more break. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks, Nolan. One more break lined up for you, and yep, we'll see you tomorrow, guys. And we'll come back and start to close down this broadcast. Pekin over Van Buren County tonight, 11-1. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Autumnal Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you for a final time from the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth from Pekin High School, the baseball field near Packwood, Iowa, where the Pekin Panthers defeat the Van Buren County Warriors tonight by a score of 11-1. Let's get you those totals one more time. Pekin 11 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors, they leave 7. The Warriors 1 run on 3 hits, 5 errors, they leave 3. Time in the game was 1 hour 48 minutes. Winning pitcher Henry Adam, he went 6 strong innings with 12 or 13 strikeouts for Pekin there. Kinnick Millard, the loser, going a couple of innings and giving up a couple of runs. The Warriors were able to only tally 1 tonight for the Warriors. Nolan Harriman was our player of the game, 3 innings in relief. Brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs. Proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. We're going to finish up the Warrior postgame show right now, brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering affordable ready mix concrete to your door or job site. Check them out on Facebook for contact information. So we'll start to close this broadcast down. I'd like to thank all of our viewers. Well, first, let me turn the page over. I'll get you the more updated records. Pekin 5-1 after tonight, 4-0 at home. They're in action next tomorrow at Wapello, 7 p.m. start. The Warriors fall to 2-5 on the year, 0-4 on the road. We're in action tomorrow as well, weather permitting, back at home against Burlington Notre Dame. Hopefully the rain and thunderstorms hold off. 7 p.m. first pitch there. I'd like to thank all of our viewers tonight. We were streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. If you chose to make this broadcast part of your night on June 4th, 2026. Hey, a big thanks for tuning in. You know that we couldn't do it without you. Also, an update, 15-2, Warrior softball gets a win over the Pekin Panthers tonight. If you got us tuned in on the postgame show on your drive home, please make sure you drive safely. AJ and I, we will do the same. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, as I always do here in the postgame show. Run through them for you one more time. The Van Buren County Community School District, Crane Concrete Ready Mix, Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, The Complexion Company, Slayton Polaris, Cranston Family Funeral Home, Van Buren County Hospital, Dixon's Mattress Outlet, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, Dowd's Quick Stop, Smithburg Automotive, Roto-Rooter, and First Iowa State Bank. If you're in the area and you need some business, please make sure you give these sponsors a chance. They're a huge part of why these broadcasts can be viewed on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports channel. If you're not currently a sponsor of Warrior Sports and would like to be, you got to get a hold of Margie at ottumwaradio.com. She'd be more than happy to set up an ads package for you that's to your liking. You can feel good about getting your business name some sponsorship. Feel even better about sponsoring Van Buren County Warrior Sports. Once again, if you'd like to sponsor Warrior Sports, get a hold of Margie at ottumwaradio.com. The final score one more time. Pekin wins it tonight over the Van Buren County Warriors in boys high school varsity baseball cross-divisional matchup by a score of 11-1. Next broadcast, AJ and I right back at it tomorrow from the Ferguson Sports Complex in Keosauqua, a 6:30-ish pregame for a 7 o'clock first pitch. The Burlington Notre Dame Nikes going to come calling to Keosauqua. That's going to about do it here for us. On behalf of my cameraman and on-site producer, the incomparable, one and only, Mr. AJ Rowe, my name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play voice of Van Buren County Warrior Sports. We will both wish you a very pleasant rest of your Thursday evening and say so long to you from the baseball field here at Pekin High School near Packwood, Iowa. Final score, once again, Pekin 11, Van Buren County 1. We'll talk to you next tomorrow night from the Ferguson Sports Complex, 6:30, right around there for the pre-game show. Until then, you've been tuned in to Warrior Baseball. We were streaming live tonight on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports channel from Packwood, Iowa, Pekin High School. Good night, Warrior fans.